Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Erica and today I will be doing my project pan update for the month of June. I just filmed my planning to pan, so I have a good idea of my progress on everything and products that I need to bring in to hit those goals. If you don't know what a project pan is, it's basically like a project where you try to use your makeup and hit goals such as hitting pan or completing the products or number usage. I only do the first two. I don't do number usage because I would lose track. This morning when I was doing my makeup, I realized that I am getting a little bit too dark for some of the complexion products that I picked, so I will be rotating out a good chunk of my products. So I'm just gonna get started. The first product that I have is my Ben Nye translucent face powder in the shade Fair. My goal on this was to use it up completely. I have my notebook. I used it 20 times this month for a total of 80 uses, and there's markings on the back. Since it's a powder, it shifts a little bit, but I think I can finish this by the end of the year, especially with the upcoming return to office order. I'm silently seething behind this bottle right now. For those of you who are new, I used to hate this powder, and I thought all powders were created equal until I used this one. But over time I learned how to use it, so I don't hate it anymore. I just kind of use it. I just checked the price of makeup recently because I am on a no buy, so I've been on a no buy for at least a year and a low buy for the previous 2 years before that. So the price of makeup honestly surprises me these days. When I go overseas, I'm allowed to buy products, but it's cheaper over there. Yeah, I'm okay if I don't finish this year though. I'm pretty sure I will, because I do not want to have to shell out like probably $60 for Laura Mercier powder. The next product I have is from Smashbox. It is their Cali Contour palette in the shade Light Medium. This is the product I was referring to that is too light for me. Surprisingly, the powder still works, but it's translucent supposedly, so I guess it works up to a certain shade. And my goal on this was to use it as much as possible or like hit pan, but I already knew that was not feasible. This is what mine currently looks like. So I rolled all these shades into here, so I have 6 products technically from this one palette. And I don't know if it even looks used. I mean, there's powder everywhere, so it does look used, but it doesn't look anywhere close to being done. For the contour shade, I used it 17 times this month for a total of 73 uses. The shimmer highlight 17 times this month for a total of 76 uses. The matte bronzer 17 times this month for a total of 76 uses. Sorry. The highlight 17 times this month for a total of 75 uses. The shimmer bronze highlight a total of the shimmer bronze highlight 17 times this month for a total of 76 uses, and the matte blush 17 I'm joking. The matte blush 17 times this month for a total of 76 uses. I didn't use all the powders equally. I mean, I used it equally this month, but in the past few times I didn't use it equally, and there were some times where I did not wear blush, bronzer, or highlight because I was just in a rush. And I only did the powder and then probably my brows with like a brow mascara. I'm rolling this palette out. It is too light for me. Like, the blush barely shows on my skin. If you see that I have blush on now, it's because I put on another blush to make it darker, and the bronzer doesn't even show up that well anymore either. I think the only thing that really shows are the highlighters, so I'm going to be rolling this out and replacing it with a lot more products, because, or like a lot more single products, because this is my only face palette. So I actually have a sad announcement. These are my remaining Bare Minerals lip glosses in my collection, and all but one have gone off, which is this one. I think it's the oldest one, which is really surprising, but these 3 are dead. They smell rank. And actually this morning I sniffed them and they smelled like fruit, which was concerning because they are supposed to smell fruity. But 2 days ago when I was doing my makeup, I sniffed them and they smelled like lard. kind of like how I was saying the Clinique Black Honey was smelling when it was going off. I used one of them, the one at the very end. I had actually never opened it until this one I used for the very first time on the day when I realized that everything was like expiring, and I had never opened it before then. Even this one smelled funny. I was so surprised and really sad too because it was brand new. I still used it and it applies just fine. It just smells awful, so I don't feel comfortable using it anymore. And unfortunately this one was in my project pan. This is Bare Minerals Sincerity. This is the shade that got me into the whole Bare Minerals Mineralist lip gloss line, because, or lip gloss balm line, because I got a sample of this and I really liked it. So that's when the downhill spiral started, I guess. I used this 7 times this month for a total of 47 uses. The mark from last month was real. I put it too high, so it's actually where it is now. And I'm just gonna have to toss this because it smells really bad. Oh, what a reality check. Next time I buy lip products, I'm gonna open and use them right away. So I actually am doing that with my lip products I purchased from Asia because I don't want them to meet a similar fate. I will talk about this one next because I did hold it up with the rest of my Bare Minerals products, but this is Bare Minerals Clarity, and this is the only one that smells okay. I'm sure it's gonna be a few days or a few weeks before it also smells rank. I'm wearing this on my lips today. I wore it 7 times this month for a total of 14 uses. I've definitely made more progress in the last month with this. I leave this one at my desk because if I see it, I will apply it. So it is my desk lip gloss at home. My work desk lip gloss is the other one I will talk about. And then we have the one I used up. This is Bare Minerals Imagination. I'm pretty sure it came in the set with Clarity. And you might see a little bit at the bottom of the lip gloss, but I don't care. It smells funny and it's like very little. I don't remove the stoppers because, well, first off, this already smells funny, and second off, yeah, it's just because it smells funny, and I don't think it's worth it to get the last like half a centimeter worth of product out of the bottom of this lip gloss. So I'm counting this as done. I don't think I would get this color again. It is very pink. I don't think this looked the best on my lips, but I just used it up anyways. I'm probably just gonna go more for like rosy browns instead. I feel like that's what I prefer now. I might change my mind in the future, but for now that is what it is. Moving on to my work lip gloss. This is the Tower 28 Lip Jelly in the shade Chill. This was also part of a Christmas collection. Are we seeing a theme here? I like buying it when it's like in a better deal. I used this 5 times this month for a total of 35 uses. My notebook keeps slipping off my pants because, or off my lap because my pants are slippery, I guess. And how much I have left. I'm pretty sure I'll be able to finish this by the end of the year. I do leave it at work for most of the time, so that is why this video is out a little bit late, because I have to retrieve this before I can film, unless I get a photo or something. But I would rather be able to hold the product up to the camera and like mark. The marking is the same as last time because I marked it too low last time. And then we have my last 2 lip products, which are from Rom&nd. They are the Zero Velvet Tints. I realized last time when I was looking at my products that these are going to expire in August, but I'm going to keep using them until they smell bad. So I have the shades Burnt Heart, which is this one, even though this one looks more burnt, and Witty, W-I-T-T-Y. And why did I say it like that? They look very similar, and these are tints. So I didn't realize that at first because I would apply it and leave it on and it would be like really bright. So what I've learned to do instead is just apply it and wipe it off with a paper towel or just blend it with my finger, because I find that that finish is way nicer than just applying it and it looking like a thick layer of liquid lipstick, which I don't think I've ever liked. So I used the shade Witty 5 times and I used Burnt Heart 4 times. It's quite difficult to remember to use this. I believe I brought Burnt Heart with me to the office to try and apply it with Chill, but I didn't want to get the doe foot dirty on Chill, so I just only did it 4 times on its own. It is a little bit harder to apply it at your desk if you need to blur it out, so I think I gave up after 4 tries. And I really don't think I'm going to be able to finish these before they go bad because of how much product is in here and how little I need to use in order to get the effect that I want, and the fact that I have all these other lip products that I want to go through first because they are obviously way more expired than these lip tints are. But yeah, that was everything that I had in my project pan, and I'm going to have some roll-ins because I like to roll in at least 2 new products if I can into a project. And it's, well, this video is going up before summer, but it's almost summer and I'm definitely going to be more tan than I am now, and with my products not showing, I have to swap out my products. So to replace my face palette, I'm rolling in, unfortunately not 6 products because that would be too many. I'm just rolling in 4 to replace it, and then 1 more lip product. I'm going to be rolling in my Too Faced Turn Up the Light complexion palette in the shade medium, and I only have the center shade left. This was on my planning to pan, and I'm going to be working on the center shade, which is Soft Focus, I believe. I really like this powder, or from what I remember, I really liked it. This is supposed to be a dupe for the Hourglass. They discontinued this, so it's not really a viable dupe anymore, but I think I like this more than the Hourglass, and the way I use it is under my eyes and in my T-zone. I feel like it's a lot more natural than the Hourglass powder that I chose, so I want to use it up because it's the only powder I have left in here, and I would like to get rid of this bulky packaging, and it's on the older side, and I want to use it while the formula is still the one that I know and love. For my bronzer, this is not in a planning to pan, but I do want to, you know, one day use this up. This is the Too Faced Sun Puppy Bronzer. If this one is too light, I will probably add in another bronzer to help darken up this bronzer, but this is, I think, my darkest bronzer. This is what mine looks like. I have been working on it previously. This is supposed to be Clover, and his face is just a little bit messed up, but I think this is a cute compact. I could probably reuse it when I finish this in 10 years. My goal on this is just to, if I could hit pan, that would be great, but it's just to get used on it. For my blush, I think this is my darkest one. This is NARS Dolce Vita. It is pretty much brand new. I believe I was trying to pan it last year, but I was saying it's too dark in January, and it's June now, so it's a perfect time to whip this out and use it. I did apply this on after my last video to try and see if it shows up a little bit better than the blush in my Smashbox palette, and I think it does. So I'm going to make this my summer blush. I did a blush declutter earlier this year, and I got rid of some of my darker blushes because I just was not reaching for them. But this is the darkest one I have now, I believe. Also supposed to be doing a makeup inventory at the end of this month, which I'm really excited for because I feel like for the first time in a while I do have like a lot more products coming in and going out of my collection. I feel like my older collection videos used to be, you could see every quarter things coming in and just in into my collection, and it was a little bit more exciting, but you know, a low buy and a no buy will definitely reduce your numbers. And for my highlighter, because I just didn't want to have the palette to reach in for like 2 products, I decided to just go with my Essence Coffee to Glow highlighter. I don't even know if I should put this in this project pan or if I'm just saying this as like a formality because this is really, really hard to track. It's a loose powder. No. Is it? It's like these chunky beans. Like, how are you supposed to track progress on it? I know you can blend it and put it back together into a press highlighter, but using it loose like this, I feel like gives me the best results because it just looks more natural. I feel like my current highlighter does not look natural. It looks like more beaming from outer space, and I do prefer this one. This is actually my favorite highlighter, and it is old as fuck, but I'm keeping it because it still works really well, and I don't want to mess up the application by pressing it. And I know if you press it, the highlighter goes faster as well. The last product was in this project earlier this year, but I've decided to bring it back in now because it is a more brighter pink, and I felt like it was more appropriate for this time of the year. I know you don't have to pick a season for colors, but I do. So this is the Rose Ink Satin Lip Color in the shade Persuasive. It is a mini. It is so cute. And my goal is to use it up completely. The others that I rolled in is just to kind of refresh my project pan a little bit and get some usage on it. But this one I'm going to try and work on. And even though it looks like it would be a darker red brown color, but on my lips it is like bright pink. Do my lips somehow lighten it? I don't know how it works. But anyways, those are the 5 new products that I'm rolling into this project pan. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in a month. Bye!